The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Michigan's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. That's caught. It's Edwards.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Edwards. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Pulls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we're looking forward to getting a look at this guy, Savion Hyder. 5-star prospect, every accolade you can imagine in high school, and now taking his game to this level and getting a chance right from the start.
I'll say this guy was a 5-star coming out of high school at the running back position. You just don't see a lot of 5-stars regardless of what position you're playing anymore. This kid is special.
Wide open spaces. Inside the... and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. When that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And they did tack on the extra point. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Gets the back moving. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start. The line.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Searching for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Holds it, looking for a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They're all over him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Holds on, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Now on the counter. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. He's piled up 65 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, got it. Oh, he's got some room entered to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
2nd down to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd down play from the gun. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Underwood, dumps it to the back, reels it in, and he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. A 1st down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From deep, it's Danzy. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a crease. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Handed to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He's up to 81 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Trying to establish the run. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Out wide left, it's Marsh. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Motion from the wide receiver. Again, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Volunteer sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Trying to squeak through the pile. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They go play action. Bryce Underwood fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Working the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
A shot toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Deep in the end zone, it's Brinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. They'll send the back in motion. Let it go. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. Makes the grab. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll run it. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Throwing, Underwood unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the home squad, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
The Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. He is absolutely thrilled with the start that this young running back has gotten off to. As we told you, highly recruited, a lot of hype. And in his first start, he has risen to the occasion. Now we've got a whole half left to go. We'll see if he can continue to shine. But coach is thrilled with this young freshman's performance to start his career. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Underwood. Rushes on. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Marshall. Lowers those pads. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side, it's Marsh. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Shows him the stiff arm. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown.
And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about. This rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And here's the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Spartans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Oh, pressure's coming. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quick give. Here's some daylight. There he goes. The 20. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brenson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Under pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Underwood to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays,
and this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on second down. Hauls it in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Complete in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Throwing, Underwood. Caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And first and second down on the ground. Abject disasters. Third and very long coming up. Underwood. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The kick is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Straight ahead, it's Patterson. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, things are starting to get pretty emotional. As you know, this head coach coaching for his home team, his first game as the head guy, and this will mean so much to him. His offense, though, just has to finish it off with a big lead in the 4th. Get the first home win ever for this coach who's given so much of his heart and soul to this program. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Pass to 6. Open space at the 25. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.